All right, it's Monday, and welcome to hashtag I'm gonna say it. This is a big day. And this is a big day for us because this is the first time that I am airing or broadcasting the hashtag I'm gonna say it podcast on Rumble. On Rumble. So let's give it up for that. Now we're coming over from another platform that doesn't allow us to freely speak how we need to speak or would like to speak. So we're going to try it on here and see how it goes. Also, also for those that followed us, our viewers that was over on the other platform, let you know we are also simultaneously broadcasting on YouTube as well. So you can join us on YouTube and still keep up with hashtag I'm gonna say it. Let's go. Let's go. One thing that's gonna always remain in life, it's going to be the biggest room that you will ever be in is the room of improvement. And so with that being said, this is we're not I'm not comfortable, or I couldn't say comfortable. I'm not used to this platform yet. However, I do know that with growth comes pain. So as we go along, we will continuously get better at bringing our podcast to you all on here as well as on YouTube now. The other platform didn't even allow me to do that. I couldn't go live on that platform and be live simultaneously on YouTube as unless I set it up physically over here. So that in itself is a plus. Yeah, I do get it. I do get it. I know that some people didn't really want to come over per se here with us, but like I just said, you all can definitely tune in on YouTube. Jenny's in the building. Hey bestie. Hey bestie, I hope your meeting going well. I hope your meeting's going well. Uh so let's get into let's introduce the show first to those that's on Rumble and may be new here. So let's do that. Uh I'm gonna tell you how hashtag I'm gonna say it even came about. And I'm going to tell you how it evolved into what it is now. In the infancy stage, I can't even call it infancy stage because even at this moment, I still didn't have a vision of doing this or a concept of doing this or anything like that. But in the infancy stage, or I can say where I guess the seed was planted and then it started to grow. The seed was planted from, in all actuality, my kids. Because when they would get in trouble, I would always lecture them, they call it. I call it talking to them, give them creative criticism, or just trying to parent them. But of course, listening to dad is a chore to them. So I'm like, okay, all right. But like I've always said, as much as they didn't like it, and as and sometimes I would it would cause me to be a little perturbed at them or angry at them because I felt like they wasn't listening. They just wanted me to be quiet. Um, I guess the payoff to that would be now that they're older. I'm talking about my older ones now. Now that they're older, I can hold on one second. I'm trying to figure out why it's not okay. You just finished up. Okay, cool, good. I hope all went well, bestie. Um, the payoff to that, I guess, would be the fact that now when they have friends that need someone to talk to, or if their friends are going through something, their first go to is, hey, they tell their friends, let me call my dad. You need to talk to my dad. So as much as I didn't think they were listening then, and they probably wasn't, um, and that shows sometimes, but at least they took from it, hey, he may be getting on my nerves, but that's dad. That's my dad. But I do know what he's saying is beneficial. I do know that it's helpful. I do know that it comes from a place of having my uh, safety or best interest first, and so they want to provide their friends with that. So I take it from that. Also, and most recently, how hashtag started to, I guess, go to another stage of it becoming a reality is I have people that's close to me, and they would have certain situations, be it in a professional setting, be it in a personal setting, whatever, they would have things that they would want to say, but they wouldn't be able to say it, be it out of fear, be it out of hurting someone's feelings, or just not wanting to make someone feel uncomfortable, or not. They didn't want to jeopardize their professional position or their personal position. So I would say, tell me. I would say it. I'll say it. I'll go talk to the person. I'll tell the person, and they don't have to know that it's coming from you. You see what I'm saying? And so that's another um, stage of where this came from. And then also, I had a friend, and we're still good friends now. Shout out to you, Ange. Um, we were friends on the book, that platform. And we share a lot of the same political views. And I'm here to tell you now, some of our neighbors is not going to like us living in the neighborhood, but it's going to be what it's going to be, right? But we shared the same uh, point of views when it came to politics. And so when I would say what I would say over there on the book, she said, you need to go on this other platform. We'll just say that platform is TT. We won't put it over and give his name out on here, but we'll just say TT, and you all know what that means. Um, and I was like, nah, I think that's for the younger heads, that's for the younger people, that's for the YNs. I don't do that. I don't even know anything about it. And at that time, I was thinking TT is just like a platform for these latest trends and stuff that like I said, that the younger people do, and that just wasn't my lane. And she was like, no, 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 it's not that. It's not just that. Right? Just come over there, make you an account, get a feel of it, whatever. And so I did do that. And in the beginning, I did not. I absolutely 100% did not like it because I didn't understand it. I didn't know how to navigate through it. But that's actually with everything, even with this platform right now. I'm not saying I dislike it. I'm just saying it's new to me, so it's foreign, right? But I'm going to stick with it and I'm going to learn it. If it's profitable to me, and when I mean profitable, a lot of people think I mean monetarily. No, that's not exactly what I mean. That's not the end all be all. I mean, if I'm not seeing the community grow, my community grow like it's supposed to, or if I feel like it's not getting what I need out of it, if it's not serving what I wanted to serve, if my vision isn't coming to life on here, and then I may scale back on it. But it's got some little neat things in here that I've learned to do. And I know you've seen a couple of the videos that I put up before, lives I put up before, where we were just trying to play around and get it, get it going. Even like right now, I can't see my comments, and so I have to keep clicking on this button. So I need to figure out how I can actually have the comments playing, and so I can see it while I'm doing this. So if you're leaving comments and I don't get to you right away, no disrespect. It's just not showing me. The only way I know I got a comment is this green light pops up down here, and then I can see it. So now, okay. Oh yeah, and see, my moderators letting me know to let you all know we do have hashtag I'm gonna say it merch now available. Please DM the host for more info. And she's right. Just if I don't have the shirt and you can't see it because the screen is low, but you'll see it. Well, I'll make a post on here about it so you can see our t-shirts, and you can feel free to order you one if you'd like. Uh, she says, "Hey, my children used to roll their eyes at me when I would try to talk to them." She said, I sent the link out to people. Okay, cool. So we'll have more people coming in. I see we got 3 in here now. Like I said, we're in the infancy stages, so we'll grow. She said, you're not getting enough traction. Sometimes it's not always about money. That's right. That's right. See, and that's why she is by far, I don't care where I go, she will always be my moderator, uh, uh, because she's right, and we think alike too. Just as I was saying that Angie and I, Ange is what she calls herself. Angie and I, my friend on the book, and also now on TT we're friends as well too. But we think alike, so I'll definitely always rock with her when it comes to starting a new platform. So she will forever be my moderator because she keeps me in line, and we have a lot of the same views. Um, so when I would go and speak for these people, there was an incident where a good friend of mine, he does work with the school system here, the local school system here. And he's like, I want to say this. I got this on my mind. I want to say it, but I don't want to compromise what I'm doing with them now. Like I don't want that business relationship to be uh, broken. So my wife, shout out to my wife. I love you, baby. She said, and I'm not going to say my real name, but she called me. She said, "Well, tell him. He'll say it." I was like, I don't know if she's saying that in a good way or a bad way. Did she mean like he'll say it like I don't shut up? Or is she saying like genuinely giving me pride? Like he'll say it. Don't worry, he'll do it for you. Either way, that comment right there sent a light bulb off. She said he'll say it. And I was like, you're right, I'm gonna say it. Bam. Hashtag I'm gonna say it. That's where it came from. That's how I got here. So then did that. And I started to think, okay, at this time, uh, Diddy was getting in a lot of trouble. His thing was just now coming out and stuff. And so on that TT platform, myself, I'm sorry, some other people and myself, we got together and we would each morning we would talk about things or the latest news that was coming out pertaining to Diddy and his situation. So from that, we started to climb, and the podcast started to ascend to new heights. And it got to a point where we developed a good community, right? It's another thing. We don't use following. That's no. We're not. We're not here to. We're not no prophets or anything like that. That's far from that. Okay, so we gain new people in our community, and as we was ascending and going more and going higher, that platform, the TT platform, did not like how we was conducting our podcast. And so they permanently banned me twice. And then, I'm not going to lie, I was angry. I was ready to give it up. I didn't want to try this again. But the same friend that I'm telling you about that's in here right now stood right beside me and gave me the confidence, gave me what I needed in order to say, no, start over, we're rebuilding. Just come on back. No, you can do this. And not one time did she leave me. And it was hard. Let me tell you, it was hard work getting back to where we was on our original platform. But watch this though. I'm grateful that she gave me that strength to keep doing this. But I'm even more grateful at the fact that by us doing that, not only did we meet where the level we were at when they shut us down, we passed that. We passed that. So I'm glad we did that over there. Now, it just so happens that the same thing. They really don't like how we conduct our podcast over there at times. Sometimes they let us do what we do. Sometimes it's the smallest thing and they want to flag it. They want to take us down. So it was like, no. I had some of my people that was a part of the community on there. And they was like, hey, you need to go to Rumble. Rumble will let you say what you want to say. And even then, I'm like, okay, yeah, I'll check it out. I'll check it out. I never did. I never did. And then Tiffany, she's on that other on the TT platform. Tiffany is a member of our community, and she sent me a documentary. And the documentary was called "Watch the Water." And I'm like, okay, I'll go watch it, but where do I go watch it at? She said on Rumble. I'm like, hmm. Now I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a strong believer in God. I'm a strong believer in God. And I really don't believe in coincidences. I think all things happen for a reason. I think all things happen for a purpose. And I do believe in his divine plan. So the way I stopped and looked at that was, man, I've got people telling me I need to take the podcast over to Rumble. And they keep telling me to look into it. And I don't. I don't listen to them. I haven't. And then Tiffany comes and recommends for me to watch uh, this documentary. And when I ask her the source of where I need to go to see it, out of all the platforms, out of all streaming networks or whatever she could have named, the first thing and the only thing she said was Rumble. And so that stood out to me. Now I have to give it up to my boy. He's like my brother. He's my brother from another mother. But I got to give it up to Scott. Scott said it again. You need to go get you a Rumble. Start your Rumble account and go on there. Do your podcast over there. And I was like, you know what? All right. All right, cool. I'm going to go over. I'm going to actually go over there and I'm going to try to create an account and I'm going to see what it's about. And so I did that. I did that. Because, in the past, I was one who, even when, and I will say this, I wasn't in tune with my faith. My faith wasn't where it needed to be in what it needed to be in. So I would try to handle things on my own. I do it my way. I thought I had a foolproof plan and I just do what I want to do. And a lot of times, more times than not, that turned out to be awfully wrong. So now I pay attention to God and let him do the guiding. Now I come over here and here we are. Here we are. We're doing this is our very first official broadcast of hashtag I'm gonna say it. And you know, hey, let's see where we go from here. Let's see where we go from here. Hold on, let me try to check this message. That green lights went back up. Let's see. Okay, I love you. She said, I love you as well. You stand up for what's right, regardless. We're a family who supports everyone. Everyone is welcome. Yes, and that is true. And you all, I know I keep turning the screen around. I'm sorry, but you all are right. I mean, she's right to you all. We support everybody. It's one of those things where, yeah, we'll come on and we'll give you the latest on what's going on in the world of these celebrities and stuff. But at the grand scheme of things, the bigger picture is that we are a community about helping, right? So even if it's someone who comes in and has an issue or something or a situation that they just need help or advice or something like that on, we are here to help them. We've had on the other platform, the TT platform, we've had it a show to where one of our community members happened to she decided to leave her apartment because her, her landlord spiked the rent up, right? And I mean, it was a major jump. And so at this time, of course, she couldn't afford to pay that, not for what she was living in. And I get it. And what we done was all of the other people that were in the community, along with myself, and along with my moderator that's on here, we all got everybody together We got her Cash App information, and we just sent money. I mean, and even though it might have been a couple of nights um, of her being able to afford a hotel and get us some food, that's what we're about. At the end of the day, that's what this is about. The hashtag, I'm going to say it, is about that. But please don't get it misunderstood. Yes, the title is hashtag, I'm going to say it. That's the name of the platform. Of the podcast. But however, that is also living truth. If there's something that we feel uh, adamant about, if there's something we believe in, we're going to say it. Whether it's conveyed to you in a nice way, or if it's conveyed to you in an aggressive or argumentative way, that's going to be solely based upon how you come at us. Okay. But that's what we're here for. At the end of the day, and even in that situation, people, it's only going to go on for so long because we will get to a point where we're just realizing, hey, you know what? We're not going to get along with you. You're not going to see it our way. We're not going to see it your way. And that's just what it is. And we're mature enough to let it go. Now, when I say let it go, that could be, hey, we just move on and stop talking about it. Or that could be, hey, you're blocked and you won't be part of our community no more. Everything is up to you. It's really up to you. All right. But I go by the name. You see G Smooth down here 404. All right. That's the handle. But I go by Mr. Breaking News as well. Now, let me tell you how that came about. I was in the pro wrestling industry for 26 years, indie pro wrestling, 26 years. My ring name was Mr. Breaking News, G Smooth. So that's why the names are there like it is. All right. Uh, Look, I don't know. Let's just get the show on the road. Let's get the show on the road because I know I'm limited on time. However, I did say that we would broadcast starting Monday. I said September 1st in the beginning. I was like, no, let's just jump into it. Let's just go ahead and try it. Right. And so here we are. I said we would start on Monday. It's Monday. And here we are. Now I'm looking at myself on here. I'm checking it out on YouTube as well. The page, the channel on YouTube is G Smooth 404. So if you can't find it here, or if you know somebody who don't have it but still would like the show and you want them to see the show, please ask them to go and subscribe to the channel on YouTube. And as I told you before, I will remind you that we are broadcasting simultaneously on both platforms. And I love it. I love it. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to get with an open segment, and that's going to be about Auntie Mommy. Now, I know some people who are just now catching on to hashtag, I'm going to say it's your first time. I mean, like I said, it's our first time here, so you might not know the language. And hold on, I had a message coming up, a business message. Okay, all right, I'll deal with that after the show. Okay, so Auntie Mommy, when we say that, which we don't have to say it now. Right, hashtag I'm going to say it. We're on a different platform. We are talking about Auntie Janice Combs. Yeah, I know. I know some people are like, ain't that his mama? I don't know. We don't know. We've heard Auntie, we heard Mommy. So we say Auntie Mommy. That way we got everything covered, whatever she is. In any event, it says Auntie Janice Combs angry in major new filing. But here's what gets me, and this is what worries me. It says Justin Bieber shooting, Dame Dash arrest warrant. Put that over so I can read. Those things scare me. I'm worried about them. The last two. Um, Another thing, when I'm playing the audio, I like to give credit to the original content creator that I'm pulling this from. I like to give their source credit, right? And so, with that being said, this is Murad Morali, right? I've just started uh, recently following him, or I've subscribed to his channel, and he puts out good content. He puts out really good content. I think it's accurate content. And I'm not gonna lie. I like the humor that he puts into it sometimes as well. So, but let's get it. Now, before he gets into it, we're gonna go ahead and let some people know. Like I said, we're new here, so we're gonna let them know that when he says she's listed or she's named in lawsuits, this all goes back. Even though Diddy has been to trial, even though we've gotten the verdict rendered on what he was accused of, presumed guilty of, and what he was presumed innocent of, we got all of that. However, lawsuits are still being filed to this day, to this very day, probably up to this very moment, but they're still being filed. And she's been listed in some of them. It's been some things said about her that she allegedly did, um, had a part in. And so a lot of us believe she should be in the same place that her son is in. Now, this is important because a lot of people, including former bad boy artists, Mace, to name one, um, what was the other one? Freddie P. Shout out to you, Freddie P. Um, they made them and a lot of other people have stated that he has businesses name in his mother's name. Like he runs them, but they're in his mother's name, so that way he can't get sued of anything, or if he was to get sued, then they couldn't touch the money because it's in his mother's name. Just helping you all stay up to date on what's going on. He said from Petco, man. Come on. Some I cannot remember one of the victims' name that filed the lawsuit, but she did mention that this lady, Auntie Mommy Janice Combs, called her and basically told her to take the money that her son was offering uh, the alleged victim. Take the money and keep quiet, and everything will be good. Go to the police, go to the authorities, tell them what happened. It's going to be some trouble, you know? Yeah. That is something that I would never. Saying the wig was a freak off, that was funny. It is. I hate this. I hate this because this is something we've been saying on the other platform, and you all don't know. But and thank you for the 5 people that's in here. Thank you, thank you. That's a start. That's a start, right? Building the community. Um, that's something we've always stated. Even though, like I said, he got the verdict, he was presumed innocent on what he was presumed innocent on. He was presumed guilty on what he was found or presumed guilty on. And a lot of people that supported him was celebrating and everything. And that was the one thing we was trying to let them know. Don't celebrate yet. It's not over with. It wasn't even too long after that that the verdict was rendered that there was still lawsuits coming in. So you had to know it wasn't over yet. It was going to be more that he had to face, you know? And that's been true so far. Man, he's taking her out, what? I mean, it ain't no joke, man, the way he be taking her out. And I agree too. I agree. Some people have said that she's a madam herself. I don't know. I don't know. Mm. Um, that's true. We can't say that he was a part of it, but here's what I am going to say. I don't think Justin has recovered from being affiliated with Diddy. I don't. I don't. There's no. We haven't seen any evidence as far as physical evidence that he done anything to him. But it does seem that something possibly could have. And it was, if you pay attention to how Justin's actions were, the one time he was talking to him on the video, and he's saying, I haven't heard from you. Diddy was saying to Justin, I haven't heard from you in a while. And he was like, "Yeah, I got a new number. You don't have my new number," or something like that. But and then if you go to, I think that was on the runway. I could be wrong where they was. But if you pay attention to it, uh, sorry, hold on. If you pay attention, Diddy keeps trying to like pat Justin, and it's almost to see if he has like if he's wearing a wire, as if he's trying to make sure he's not recording nothing for folks. And this was leading up to everything that happened as far as the trial and stuff like that. I did not. That's fair. That's fair. If she gave them warning and they still proceeded to produce things, look, I'm not one that's gonna sit here and say, well, just because it's a black man, he's right. No, 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 no. It's another thing about hashtag. I'm gonna say it. We try to call it right down the middle. We try our hardest to call it right down the middle, and that's just it, right? We don't try to do anything else. Color has nothing to do with it. It's just what it is. So if she told them to stop, then and they didn't, and she sued them and got 20 mil, hey, play stupid games, win stupid prizes. She deserved the 20 mil. Yeah, yeah, he needs to chill out. He needs to calm down. Man, listen, I think after losing the ESPN deal, man, me personally, I would just chill out. Uh, you know, but that's me. That's my take on things. It's crazy. Agreed. True. 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 Well, once again, let's give it up to our man Marad on that. Like I said, great content. Oh, let me like that for him. All right, got to click on that. All right, give it up to him. Good content. Uh, my take on that is no disrespect to Dame Dash. I think he's cool. I really don't have anything bad to say about him. I think he's actually trying to help, I guess, and I could be wrong. I'm just telling you from what I see, but I don't see him in the situations or in the areas that I see Diddy or Jay Z or anything like that. So, brother, get it together. Like Mirage said, just get it together, man. Because at the end of the day, as far as we know, your reputation isn't as tarnished as theirs, if it's tarnished at all. It's not as tarnished as theirs. Now, don't get me wrong. Somebody may have something different to say about you. So I'm only speaking on what I see, from what I know, and that's just my. This is just my opinion. So yeah, man, go ahead and get it together. Let's see. Let me try to get some of these comments. Okay, let's see. Let's see. We got okay. Okay, Jenny said Freddie P, Mace, Chopper, and Gene. Facts. They did all say that. That Diddy's mom auntie has the what you call it, has businesses in her name. So that is true. You can't hear anything. Is the sound messed up? Can y'all hear me now? Okay. Rochelle. Hey, Rochelle in the building. Um I had gotten a phone call. And I don't know if you all can hear me or not. Yes, that's normal that you can hear only me. Um I'm not sure. Yeah, let me see, John. I don't have anybody. I'm trying to bring you up, Jenny. Jenny, can you hear me? I know you're on the Rumble thing. Like the whole thing shut out when I was playing that. Hold on, I'm watching you all's comments. Okay, listen. I'm going to start segment number 2, right? And I want you to let me know if you hear it. All right, I got it on the comment thing. So let's see. I'll be able to see what you say, and then I can go back to the other. Okay. Oh, my bad. Hold on. I forgot. So the audio we're listening to, the video credit goes to Noah Jacob TV. Shout out to Noah Jacob TV. And the title is Beyonce's Surgeon Exposes Blue Ivy's Face Surgery. Can you hear that, Bestie? Rochelle, can y'all hear that on YouTube? Hey, Rumble is rough. Okay, you can hear. Okay, cool. Yes, I was just about to say that. Okay, you said you all are not here. Okay, Rochelle, I got you. I got you on YouTube. Put a one if you can hear me. Put a two if you can't. Hold on. All right. Can you hear me, Rochelle? Jenny, if you still are on Rumble, let me know what you got. Can you hear? We may have to end up going to the other. Okay, that's wild. That's wild. I don't know what's going on. Okay, so look, we're going to go to the other two because I don't know why it's not letting you all hear. So catch the second segment. It may be because my daughter called, but catch that second segment on the other platform. Okay, I'm about to switch over and do the second segment on our original platform that we broadcast from. All right, so I'm going to end this one on here until we can figure that out.